Hi, good morning. Assalamualaikum to all participants of English for Police Patrol Officers. Okay, so as we are aware of the contents of the course, there are two modules being discussed in this course. Okay, so for this video, I'm going to cover the first module, which is asking for identification. Alright, your task as patrol officers would normally make you face situations like pulling over drivers who exceed their speed limit, okay, people who have suspicious behavior, alright, or any other scenarios. Okay, so these scenarios would require you to ask for identification. Okay, now, when dealing with English speakers, okay, you have to be aware of the phrases that you can use to ask for identification. Okay, so now let's go to the common phrases used when asking for identification. Alright, now, so the first option is, okay, once you have approached the person, okay, you can straight away ask, okay, maybe you can start by greeting first, okay, morning sir, may I see some photo ID please, okay, so remember to sound polite yet firm when you are actually asking for ID. Okay. Next is, can I see your passport? Okay, maybe you are at the airport and then you have seen a few foreigners who look a little bit suspicious. Okay, so you approach them and you can say, excuse me, can I see your passport? Okay, or when you have just pulled over a car who has exceeded the speed limit, okay, what you can say is, once you have approached the car, morning sir, driving license please. Okay, quite easy, right? Driving license please. Okay, it's firm, yet you are still being polite by using the word please, right? Okay, for some other countries, okay, so for some foreigners who come to our country, okay, the ID that they use is their birth certificate. So you can ask by saying, do you have your birth certificate with you? Can I have a look? Okay, can I have a look? Right? Or if you want to make the person feel more comfortable, because when you ask for ID, right, some people would feel that as if they have done something wrong. Okay, so you can actually proceed with some questions just to make a conversation. How long have you been in the country, sir? Okay, how long have you been in the country, sir? Okay, or you can also ask, are you here for work or are you here for holiday? Okay, so if the person answers, I'm here for holiday, oh, thank you for choosing Malaysia as your destination. Okay, you can, just to make the situation more comfortable. Okay, you can also ask, do you have your passport or your driving license with you? Do you have your passport or driving license with you? Okay, let's say the person responds, I'm sorry, I have left it in my hotel. How do you respond to that? Okay, so you can say, so it's very important for you to bring your passport because you are in a foreign country. Okay, so maybe I'm sure that you have your your SOP if the person does not actually possess the ID at the moment. So what is the next thing? So I'm just helping you with the language part. What are the phrases to be used in this kind of situation? Okay, next. What happened if the person has given you an ID, but as you check, you find that it's not something acceptable, and you would like to request for another one? Okay, this is how you go about. After checking, right, you can say, I'm sorry, sir, I cannot accept this. Can you provide a different ID? Okay, or, sir, this license is already expired. Where's the valid one? Can I get it? Can I have a look? Okay, or maybe we have issue with the writing. Okay, maybe it's already worn out. Okay, and you can say, I'm sorry, but the writing cannot be read. Can I get any other ID, sir? Okay, can I get any other ID? Okay, so preferably you mention why you are not able to accept the first ID given, And next is you ask for a different ID. You don't stop there because you still need the person to provide you with an ID, right? So ask for a new one, another one. Okay? So next, let's talk about different IDs in different country. Okay? So we understand, okay, that different countries they use certain different kinds of ID. Okay? So other options that we can ask for, so I'm just providing you with the vocabulary. Okay, so you can ask for passport, government issued photo ID card, driving license. Driving license is quite standard, right? Birth certificate. Some countries they might use birth certificate, or you can ask for permanent residence card, okay, or social security card, medical or health card, or voter registration card. So these are other options for them to prove their ID. Okay, you can take note of this. Next, let's go through a script. Okay, this is for easy scenario. Easy scenario where when you ask for ID, the person cooperates well. Okay, so now let's go through the sample script. Excuse me, sir, may I have your ID? Okay, the guy answers, here, this is my work permit. I'm sorry, this is not acceptable. Any other ID? And then the guy said, how about my international driving license? Can you accept? Oh, this is fine. May I know why you are here alone at this hour? Oh, I'm waiting for my friend to pick me up. He is caught in a traffic jam. Alright, take care. Okay. So this is the sample for an easy situation. What about when you're dealing with a person who is quite difficult, who is trying to make your day miserable, for example? Okay, example. Excuse me, sir, may I have your ID? What ID? Why do you need to see my ID? You were speeding off the limit just now. No, I was not. I'm sorry, but I will need to see your ID. So this is the part where you need to show your firmness. Okay, whatever the excuse is, you still need to see the ID. Okay, I was just checking the speed of my new car. What's the big deal? So see, he's trying to be more difficult. ID, please. Okay, so this shows a certain level of firmness at your side, and I will have to issue you a speeding ticket. Okay, so this is the punishment for the action of exceeding the speed limit. Next, I'm going to show you a video from YouTube. Okay, this video shows, okay, let me explain to you the scenario. These two, I think a few guys in the car, they are actually going over the speed limit, and they have been pulled over by the police, the petrol police, and they're trying to get away, okay, from being issued speeding ticket. Alright, they are actually pretending to be a foreigner who uses English. They thought that the officer cannot speak English, so therefore, due to communication breakdown, they can actually get away. Okay, that is their plan. Okay, so let's watch this.
Да ладно, я тебя прошу. Чего не нас тормозят? Ну, превысил я и часы. Ну, нахера? Ну, это чужая страна. Я тебя прошу, сейчас как разведем на English, реально.
Okay, now they are being pulled over by the police petrol officer. They stop. So here comes the police.
Hello, sir.
So the police is using Ukrainian language, while the guy is using English.
Do you speak English?
That sounds familiar, right? So normally they would ask you as the officer, do you speak English? Alright, do you speak English? That's quite common, right?
English. Speak English. Speak English. So it's a red car.
So they are trying to show that speak English. You cannot speak English, so you cannot communicate with us. So you cannot, you cannot blame us for anything. Communication does not happen here, so you cannot say anything. Alright, that's what they are planning to do.
The rent car, we are foreigners. Do you speak English? Thank you. Thank you very much.
So look at the guy. He just made a face, hoping that no one speaks English. Alright, so they can actually get away with the crime.
Do you speak English? Yes, sure. What is that?
So he mentioned what was wrong. You exceeded the speed limit, he said. You exceeded the speed limit.
What kind of speed limit? 60 kilometers per hour.
Okay, 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, so this is also a good vocab for you to learn. Okay, so whenever they try to get to come up with excuses, so you can come up with all the facts and figures. Okay, the speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. Okay.
It's a red car. We are foreigners. Doesn't matter. Can you prove it? Can you show me driving license? No.
Can you show me your driving license? Okay. Can you show me your driving license?
Can you prove it? Yes, I've got all proofs. Please show me driving license.
Show me your driving license.
Why should show me please your driving license? Why? Now can't we?
They can actually come up with various excuses, okay, trying to make fool of you. But what you have to do is just continue to ask for the identification. Okay?
We don't have any kind of speed limit in our country.
See? They're coming up with nonsensical stuff.
From us, from Switzerland.
From Switzerland.
What speed limit? But I know it's 50 kilometers per hour.
So this happens to be a clever officer, right? So he knows what the speed limit for Switzerland. So there's no chance for this guy to fool around.
Please give me a driving license. Oh, Russian Federation.
So, indeed, he is actually from the Russian Federation. So he's local. Okay?
Welcome to Ukraine.
Okay. So, I think some of you might be able to relate with this. Okay? Where in some situation, criminals or people or foreigners are trying to escape from certain crime that they have done. Okay? With the excuse that, oh, the officer cannot speak English, so he cannot explain anything to me. Alright? So that is wrong. Okay? So there's a a motivation for you so that people can actually look up at this service as something more professional, as a more professional service.